Update day. Indie filmmaking is an art. It's basically where you can make a film for a really low budget and basically, well, create freedom and basically make the movie you want. The problem is that basically you have to go with limitations. But basically these indie films have led on to some brilliant careers in the world, including the likes of, well, people like, you know, like the first film from Quentin Tarantino that had a low budget with it. Films like El Mariachi that was directed by Rodriguez with a budget of small, and basically Kerran Smith who made a film that was really low budget, which also got an indie film about making the film. Well, you live and learn. Biopics. That's not the ones that we're going to be talking about today. Instead, we're going to be talking about the films from director Matt Johnson. This guy. So let's begin. Matt Johnson is an indie filmmaker born in Canada, and basically he has gone through a really good career nowadays. And basically, all of his life started back in 2007 with the web series Nirvana the Band the Show. Nirvana the Band the Show is basically about two friends, one of them played by Matt Johnson's real life best friend, Jay McCarroll, basically trying to go on adventures to try and see if they can get a show at the Rivoli. The web series is really good, and I will admit you can actually find it on Reddit. There are several links where you can basically find more episodes, but I did find the episodes on this Reddit link. It's also on Google Drive, so thank you Reddit so much. The series was a success, sort of, and it's basically well regarded, but Matt wanted to do something different, make a film, so he did. After getting $10,000, I think $10,000, I don't know money that much, for the budget, they started filming, and the film that they chose to do was controversial. The concept for the film that they decided to do tackled a subject that usually handles in America, but they decided to do a Canadian version of it, bullying and school shooting. So let's look at the story of the film, The Dirties. The film follows Matt and Owen, two friends that are planning on making a film. But when the film is ridiculed by their classmates and also bullies, they decide that one of them, Matt, wants to take revenge on them in a very dark way. The film was practically doomed though when basically Sundance just didn't want to basically show the film. But they did suggest another film festival to basically show the film, and that film festival was known as Slamdance. The film was shown at that and was absolutely brilliant. People loved the film, especially someone known as Kevin Smith, who loved the film, said it reminded him of Slacker, and he decided to choose the film for, well, an event that he was hosting known as Kevin Smith Movie Club, where people made indie films to basically and see if he would like them and basically put them on the list. Like, Kevin just loved the film so much that basically he even told people to watch the film when he went to Comic-Con panels, even showing the trailer. The fame for the film did go well. The film was well received by critics. They just adored the film and basically tackling a dark subject matter. Even other critics like YMS liked it. So Johnson's next project was basically going to be an interesting one. It tackled something that was a myth or real. His next project was known as Operation Avalanche. The film was basically about a myth that was going around basically saying that the moon landing was fake. Hell, they even blew in a bloody reference to the bloody, Stanley Kubrick thing about it. They even used a really cool effect to basically make Matt Johnson right next to Stanley Kubrick. It was really cool, by the way. But basically the film follows Matt and Owen, again, basically making a documentary on how the moon landing was faked. But they get in a lot of trouble by the CIA. And the film was awesome. People, on the other hand, were sort of mixed. The film received mixed reviews, but a lot of people did like it. Except for audiences, they just ripped it to shreds. Hell, even the distributor didn't like the film. The poster for the film was brilliant, but what did they use? This completely photoshopped piece of crap cover reminds me of a bloody asylum movie, like Sharknado. They really didn't care about this film, did they? Even knows how good it is. Hell, the distributor is even Lionsgate. It's Lionsgate Premiere. A failed attempt to basically do like a streaming service kind of thing. But Vice was also helped out with the film and saw Matt's potential. Led to one of the best things ever. one of the best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. Just also look at my letterboxd. Animated series though, and it's probably down versus for my favourite animated series, but back on track. Nirvana the Band, the show, was basically based on the web series that was turned into a Viceland TV series. The show is basically the same as the web series, but on a bigger scale. I love this show, it's just truly brilliant, and a lot of people do too. YMS loves it, and basically, like, a lot of people do as well. The series is exactly the same, but it also has some really cool hints to it, and basically secrets and Easter eggs. The references are definitely interesting, and they're quite funny. There's also hidden ones in there as well. They're really interesting on how they managed to fit in a bunch of references. There's tons of references in this show, either ones from really small films or even bigger films. It's really, really cool. But not everyone saw the success angle. The marketing for the series is really, really funny. Let me just show you one of the posters that they used. The series was well received by critics, and hell, even YMS loved it. They did a whole video on it. But the series had one little problem. They did a stunt that affected the show. In one of the episodes of season 2, they basically steal a map from a national museum, but they were actually really being chased by the cops, which led to them basically going underground for a few months as the show lay dormant. But that was the least of the problem. Viceland, which was airing the show on basically their TV channel, got shut down. So basically the next season would never be released. Well, maybe, but it's kind of uncertain. But it's going strong, and it's basically working on several other projects that are basically being discussed. The podcast known as Sardonicast, and also another video, basically discusses what Matt's future projects are. Matt says that he's working on basically a game show and also a feature-length film, which is not going to be basically related to, thingy. And also, he's working on an animated project, so he's doing fine. As in for Jay Macau, he's not been doing that much. But he has done the score to a new film that just came out that was directed by Evan Morgan, known as The Kid Detective. Evan Morgan, by the way, also worked on the web series of Nirvana, but also co-wrote The Dirties with Matt Johnson. So yeah, he's doing well as well. But I am excited to see what Matt Johnson's next project is going to be. I really do like his films, even the TV show Nirvana the Band, the show, and even the web series. If you want to watch the TV series, you can actually watch it on the Internet Archive. Seasons 1 and also the second season. All the episodes are there, and you can also find the web series on Reddit link on Google Drive. But I will recommend these films. Matt Johnson is definitely a talented director. He is very special and basically can make really good films. He's proved himself to be brilliant, and I hope that basically his next few projects are going to be as good as his other ones. By the way, I hope you check out some of his films, because, well, this is basically talent that isn't seen by much, but still is brilliant, nonetheless. Thanks for watching this video. I hope to do some more videos in the future, especially ones that are not basically what Dilbert's been uploading to the channel. Do content. And also, we shall be working on a project. I may actually do some more video analyses on basically film directors. So I hope to see you soon, and subscribe and like and basically check out Mega Geniuses. Adios.